Okay, I wanted to show you a little bit about how to print or save activities, student work activities from Seesaw as a PDF. When students change classes, you're probably going to need to download the assessment that they've been given online. And it's a little bit more complicated since the math assessments in particular are multiple pages. So I've gotten permission to use a teacher's files, and I've gotten permission from a family to use their child's papers or work. So in this teacher's classroom, I'm going to click on activities, and then I'm going to click on the calendar, and the teacher has already told me what day the assessment was assigned. So the assessment we're looking for was given on December 8th, along with 2 other activities. So I'm going to scroll down till I find the math assessment, module 2, and I'm going to click on this gray panel to see the student's work. Now this teacher has student work in these math assessments saved to a private folder. That's why you're not seeing the work for some of the students. Some students haven't finished or it hasn't been graded by the teacher, so they're showing right now. This one we have permission to use. So this math assessment rubric on the pages used to be page 12, and when it's ready to be graded, this teacher moves it to page 1 and takes off the big rectangle that covered up the rubric the families didn't see. Then when she finishes grading, she highlights the scores and puts a total at the top. In order to print all the pages, not just this first page, you're not going to hit the 3 dots and send it to a printer. You're going to actually click on Save. And what happens is it sends out a collection folder, a collection of videos, audio, and PDF pictures of the work the student's done. So I'm going to click on this folder to open it, and I'm going to go into that open folder, and I want to erase or get rid of all these images. These are audio files that the teacher has added. So all I'm going to do is do a right click and move each of these images to the trash. I know that this is not a student recording because it's not a recording over top of the page with the math problem. These are the teacher directions that were saved on each page. So all I need to do is get rid of all of those. I don't need those to print or be part of that student's assessment when I actually print it or save it to the Google Drive if they're a Virtual Academy student. So I'm going to move all of these images and audio files to my trash can. If there were an image that was this math page and it had a big triangle on top of it, that would tell me that the student did a recording to explain their work, and I wouldn't want to throw that away. I would handle it a little differently, and I did make a video showing how to upload or save audio files that are part of a Seesaw activity that the students created. So now I have a collection of 12 pages that are 12 separate images, and I want those to connect and be together. So I'm going to have my mouse in this window, and I'm going to push the Command key on my keyboard and A, and that selects all 12 images. Then I'm going to right click, I'm sorry, not right click, I'm going to double click, and it's going to open them as one file. One PDF, one file that has all 12 pages of images all put together as a single PDF. And so this time, I'm going to either file and print. And if I need this as a paper copy, I would just select the printer that I want, whatever school I'm at, and then let it print. But if I'm required to save these as a PDF into someone's work folder, I would click on Save as a PDF, and then I would put the student's name, whatever it is, as the name of the file, and it would go into my Downloads folder. So I would save it. And then especially those Virtual Academy teachers are being asked to have an assessment folder in their Google Drive. And in their assessment folder, they're supposed to have a folder for each student. So this time when I pull it up, I will pull up that file. It's the last one I just downloaded, and it just is called student name. Once that PDF comes in, I can now rename it to whatever the student's name is and the name of the file. If I can find rename. And now I have a digital copy of that PDF named appropriately, and it would be something I could print or share with the family or share with the next teacher if this child is moving classes. Hopefully that is helpful.